Hello everyone, welcome to another day of Grand Slam Daily here at Roland Garros. Chris Stubbs with you, former world number 5 and great friend of the show, Daniela Hantuchová is back. This is going to be a short and sharp, punchy show because we don't like to dwell on the negatives.
No, we should never. We should focus on the croissants now.
Yeah, well, exactly, because it wasn't a great day for Australia. Let's kick it off. James Duckworth against your man, Rafa Nadal. I took your advice. I sat on the sideline and watched it, and I was kind of surprised. Rafa wasn't what I was expecting. Flatter ball.
Yep.
Not a Carlos or a Rafa Nadal, is he?
No, absolutely not. If we wouldn't know that he's from Spain, we could easily say maybe he's an American.
Yeah.
Very aggressive, tall guy. I think he moves already incredibly well.
Yeah.
What did you think of his composure? Because to me, that is his biggest quality. It's his first year really on the tour. It seems like he's been coming to Roland Garros for years because there is a lot of attention on him. There are obviously talks within the locker rooms. Okay, we've got a new star here, but he doesn't seem to be bothered about it. He's very calm. He knows what he wants to do out there, very clear tactically and technically. I thought, he's already finished material.
And this was a tough match because James Duckworth, to his credit, it was a really competitive showing from him, but as you said, the attention, the composure that he holds, but the amount of people at that court, he already has an enormous fan base. So watch this space, as you predicted.
And also, I can't believe that it's been such a short time between last time we've been hearing fans saying, "Come on, Rafa."
Yes.
And we are here again. It's like, what's happening?
Yeah, it was flashbacks, that's for sure. Let's get some reaction.
A bit disappointed, really. I gave it everything I could. It just wasn't quite good enough in some key moments, unfortunately. And I put myself in good position halfway through that third set, but just a few costly errors at unfortunate times.
How do you look back on your week here? Win the first round. What do you take away? What are the positives? A bit early, or can you do that?
I mean, look, I know that I'm, playing a pretty good level. It's probably the best I've played on this surface in 5 years for sure. But I'm pretty pissed I lost now. Especially just being up a break in the third set and sort of just making some errors and. I fought as hard as I could. Wasn't quite good enough when I needed to be.
Big crowd. Obviously, there's a lot of interest around Rafa. What did you take away from his game and what you saw?
Yeah, he's a great up and coming talent. Hits the ball really big on both sides, I'm sure he's going to rise up the rankings pretty quick as he has. Yeah, he'll be top 10.
Yeah, and the other sad news from an Australian point of view, and this is really sad, was Thanasi Kokkinakis. After the high of his 5-set marathon, it just clearly took a toll and he had to retire today.
Yeah, it's so painful to see that when you know how much energy he needed to get through his opening round, and Grand Slams is what he loves, to play his best tennis at, and you never want to quit this way, but unfortunately, given the conditions we've been having the last couple of days, it just was not possible.
Yeah, one set apiece too. So after the first game in the third set, he had to pull the pin, the shoulder just not quite there. Alex de Minaur was supposed to play today. We talked about that on last night's show. Now, he said to us, I just want the guys that I could be playing against to go out there in the heat and absolutely battle it out. Well, that's exactly what happened. Jakub Menchik got through in a 5th set tie break. How good is that for Alex?
Yeah, exactly. To have the retirement, not really having to do much, and now having to face someone that has spent a lot of energy. So I think I'm really backing Alex's chances here. I think he's going to be fresh, he's going to be ready to go. And it's one thing to get a retirement in a cold, rainy day at Wimbledon, but hey, he's going to be feeling really good about himself going into this match.
Absolutely, looking forward to that. I think the biggest story of the day outside our world and the Australians was clearly the departure of Elena Rybakina, the Australian Open champion. Yulia Starodubtseva, that is the win of her career by a mile.
Oh, absolutely. And the way she was able to face the fact that she was breaks up in the third set, wasn't able to finish it, then went to the match tie break. And yes, Yulia did absolutely everything she could to get herself this most important win of her career, but over 60 unforced errors from Elena Rybakina. She's going to be very disappointed with that, especially she was playing on a court that plays really fast, almost like a hard court, and in the first match I thought she looked really sharp. Just it's one of those days that she has to put behind her back now and focus on the grass season, which is her favorite.
That's it. We thought, with this weather, that it was really going to suit her and Sabalenka, but wasn't the case for Elena. Let's get some reaction from that one.
Yeah, it's just pity because I think I was practicing well before French Open, and I was feeling also good on the practices, and thought that I can raise the level, but actually today was very bad performance, too many unforced errors, and I didn't feel the greatest. I was trying to find a way, but it clearly didn't work.
I feel like if you are trying to be one of the best, you have to think that you can beat the best. So I was trying to go into this match with this mindset and, try not to give too much respect, even though she's a great player and someone you can look up to. She's obviously number 2 in the world, but I feel like, again, if you're trying to be one of those players, you need to start and, believe you can beat them.
So the departure of the Australian Open champion just helps a little bit the cause of Iga Świątek, who won today, doesn't it? She was pretty impressive again.
Yeah, she definitely was, Chris. I'm starting to like her chances big time. She's looking good, and it will be very interesting because in her next match it's Poland all over. Because not only is she facing Magdalena, who is coached by Aga Radwanska, who was coached by Tomasz Wiktorowski, who he was coaching Iga. So it's it's going to be one of those, I know what you're going to do, so that's why I'm going to do the opposite, but even the opposite I know what it is, so it will be very interesting.
That's it, looking forward to the mind games on that one. Speaking of mind games, Lynette's win, that came over Jelena Ostapenko, former champion, who Iga has a shocking history against, so things are just starting to happen for Iga Świątek at the moment.
Yes, absolutely.
Novak Djokovic dropped a set, the third set. Looked like he was cruising against Valentin Royer, but got through in the end. He's spending time on court, not necessarily a bad thing for him, do you think, given the limited prep?
Yeah, I think it's great that he got tested, and I think the more time Novak gets to spend on the court, the better. And again, I said it before the tournament, every time Novak enters any event, he's got a chance. A champion of that caliber, and the way he thinks, it's completely different to us. And he wouldn't be here if he didn't believe he can win. So never ever write Novak off. I feel like with every day spent in Paris, it's just all the memories to go all the way are starting slowly but surely kick in, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to surprise us.
All right, let's hear from the greatest of all time.
Oui, était un match très très difficile.
It was a very difficult match today.
Grand challenge pour moi dès le début de partie.
Big challenge for me. From the very beginning.
Pour lui pour retrouver son meilleur jeu dans le 13e set, mais franchement c'était mon faute parce que j'étais deux fois break-up pour servir pour le match, presque pour le match. Donc beaucoup d'avantages. Enfin, c'est normal un jeu comme ça pour avoir un peu de complications sur le court avec une ambiance. J'espère que je jouerai pas contre Français jusqu'à la continuation des tournois, à la fin des tournois. Merci beaucoup, mais
don't want to play any more French players here this week.
Ça va être c'est suffisant pour moi.
Look, we touched on Rafa Nadal a few moments ago, but two other talents today were going toe-to-toe in João Fonseca and also Dino Prismic, who has a good history recently against Novak Djokovic, who we just spoke about. It went the distance, 5 sets, and it was a great watch. Let's get some reaction from this.
I mean, he's a guy that has good serve, and he doesn't put a lot of rhythm on the match. I mean, he does a lot of drop shots, serve and volley. He likes to go for the shots with his backhand. So It's difficult a little bit to feel the ball, you know, and in the beginning that you're a little bit more nervous is difficult. I wasn't playing my best, but I kept going for it, and I got the break back, and we went to the tie break. I had some break points, some set points, but he played good. I mean, he had set point on the tie break as well. I think that set was really important for the match, and since I won the set, I think his energy went down a little bit, and I felt a little bit more like felt good on the court, felt good with my shots a little bit, but yeah, just happy the way that I stayed positive.
We'll take a quick wrap of some of the other results today. Alina Svitolina with that mental freshness now that Gael has finished up his career. She was super impressive today. Marta Kostyuk, another title winner on the way in. Likewise, Jasmine Paolini, former finalist, out.
She was a sudden break up and really cruising through the match. Nothing to take away from Solana. I'm a huge fan of her game, and she just kept fighting, didn't get down on herself, even though she was making a lot of unforced errors in the first set, and it could have been easily very frustrating for her. She just stayed on her own side, and because I do a little bit of the mentoring hours with her, the energy she brings to the room and how much joy she has for the game, I think she is so good for women's tennis, and slowly but surely she was starting to actually believe that she can win the match. And after the second set, suddenly she looked much more confident on the court. Just been struggled with her foot. Let's hope it's nothing too serious, because obviously she has been dealing with that injury for quite some time, and it definitely was not the Jasmine we are used to.
No.
So we wish her well, but what a great win for Solana.
Yeah, that's it. Casper Ruud in action today as well. You can check out the highlights there. Mira Andreeva, stars everywhere, minis, highlights, check it all out. Andrei Rublev was a winner today, and he did drop the second set 6-1, but closed it out in the end, and I caught up with him. Tell us about the match today. It had its highs and its lows. How do you think you played?
Yeah, I mean, I think depends. Of course, there was up and downs. I was losing focus. The moments I was able to be focused and to play, I think I played quite well. The problem, after the first set, I lost completely focus. Then when he started believing in himself and he started to play better, so I bring him back in the game, and I had to kind of raise my level, also start to run, to defense, to do different things. And then I think third and fourth set there was also up and downs, but more or less was good level.
Very much looking forward to that. This city, of course, PSG, they're in the final, and their home ground is, you could throw a tennis ball and land it inside the stadium. This place is going to go off, and we've been warned security-wise to look out.
Yeah, I think we are getting even more advices what to do and what not to do. I managed to ignore all of them last year, and I found myself in big trouble. I was one of those stuck in between all those fans, because my apartment was literally between the side and the stadium, and I was actually scared. So whatever we are told this year by Roland Garros, I will follow like no one, because it was crazy and it was loud. It's going to be busy and the traffic will be mad, but hey, that's why we love being in Paris this time of the year.
That's it.
If you follow instructions.
Yeah, exactly right. Following instructions is not something that Alexandra has necessarily done. Now, Ukrainian player, she's been rightfully so, very speaking with her heart about this matter, has even come out and said that the WTA has asked her to dial it down. She's been very anti-Russia and feeling like the players, Ukrainian players, are not getting enough support. I heard her in the press conference here the other day from my desk. She was so loud and so passionate about what she was saying that a few of us journalists got up to walk around and go, what's happening over here? Because she was causing such a commotion. Now, she can hit a tennis ball too. So Kimberly Birrell, there's going to be a lot going on in this match from a bigger picture, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. From Kimberly point of view, I think she should take all the confidence and the momentum from Pegula's match. I mean, to turn the match around in the manner she did, she's got to be feeling really good about herself, and that's where it should really stop, just focusing on herself, because obviously, and for understandable reason, there will be a lot going on the other side of the court, and yeah, I mean, it's a topic that I think it's very easy to understand where she comes from, but I think she could also take a look how Elina Svitolina goes about things, because they come from the same country, and she plays Elina also with a lot of heart, with a lot of voice, if you want to call it that, but she does the voice mainly with the racket, which is so beautiful to see. So I just hope that she follows more on that part as well.
Big day for Ukrainian women today, because Kostyuk through as well, so 3 through to the third round. It was a big day for the Aussies here. Local time yesterday, of course, because Adam Walton was the other one getting through. 2 top 10 wins, which we spoke about. He's back out on court, and look, he has to be careful, doesn't he? And Kimberly, emotionally, that there's no letdown, do you think?
I think in tennis it's a cliche, but you have to take every day as it comes. Whatever happened yesterday, you take the best out of it. You know you've got the best tennis within you at this tournament, but that doesn't mean anything. You have to be very humbled and kind of go into the match with the same expectations. You just, like in the match before, you just don't know what's going to happen. You know you've got the tennis, but whether it shows up on the day or not, that you can't control. All you can control is to be humbled, to fight for every point, and that's pretty much what we can do as tennis players.
Well, I think as this interview will show, Adam Walton certainly is humble. Well, here we are back at the scene of the crime 24 hours later. Adam, after you knocked out Daniil Medvedev, how did you spend the rest of the day?
Yeah, just obviously it was a great win yesterday on that special court. Did the necessary recovery and media and all of that, and we didn't celebrate too much. We actually ate dinner here at the facility, had a nice steak, and then just went back to the Airbnb and just sort of had a normal night as such. Yeah.
How do you reflect on the match now? Are there things you look back at that you're particularly proud of?
Yeah, very proud of my mental efforts. You know, it was such an up and down match, and to be down in the 5th and find an extra burst of energy and mentally stay there to believe I could do it was something I'm really proud of, yeah.
What's the reaction been like at home? I know from our point of view it's been massive, but I can only imagine your phone has blown up.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. The phone's obviously blown up. There's been a lot of media attention back home, so that's been cool to see. I haven't seen all the messages yet. It's just obviously the phone's been crazy, and I'm trying to, stay as locked in as I can as I'm still in the tournament. So I'll try to respond to everyone once the tournament's done. And
Zach Svider is your next opponent, and you've actually had a bit of time with him even just recently, right? Yeah, I practiced with him prior to the tournament. I've played him a bunch. I hit with him quite often at tournaments. So, I know his game, he knows mine. It's going to be a good opportunity for both of us. So, just really looking forward to giving it my best tomorrow. It's a big time in your life at the moment, isn't it? You're riding a real high. You've got a wedding coming up. How's the planning going? Yeah, got a wedding in November. It's going really well, the planning. It's pretty much all done. Just got to get suit measurements, but apart from that, I think everything's taken care of. And the more wins you have at Grand Slam level, the more people you can invite, or you upgrade the champagne perhaps on the big day? How does that work? I honestly think everything's already sorted, but no, just really looking forward to November. It's going to be such a special time, and both Rachel and I are very excited. So good. Something in the water at the moment too, because Alexi's got a wedding coming up, and of course Alex has got one too. Are you heavily involved in the planning? I haven't been that heavily involved in the planning. I did the cake testing way back, which we got a nice tasting cake, and obviously Alex and Alexi are also getting married quite soon, which is exciting. They're both my year birth, so I feel like it's just that time in our lives where we've all decided to grow up. Mate, it is a special time. You're growing up off court, on court. It's all happening for you. Thanks for your time and good luck. Yes, thank you. Thank you, mate. Cheers. So the wedding bells are certainly ringing in Australian tennis at the moment. There is another Australian action tomorrow. Susan Bandecki, a Swiss qualifier, is the opponent for Daria Kasatkina. Now that shapes as a perfect second round draw.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Daria's got a huge opportunity here, and she has the perfect game for clay. I just hope she has more conviction and belief, because she's able to take the ball on the rise, incredible hands with the drop shot. So I hope that she sees the opportunity and that she puts it all together without getting too overexcited and maybe too tight. So again, just like we said before, at this stage of the tournament, it's really taking one day at a time, one game, literally 1 point at a time, and just fighting.
So Yannick Sinner is in action tomorrow, and there's literally almost nothing more we can say about his contest and the way he's playing.
No, well, he's playing his own tournament, wherever that is, whichever planet and universe, because I just love the humbleness, how he goes about everything, and just noticing also the way, he practices. He normally goes on the not really show course, and I don't think he even spends much time in the players' area, players' restaurant. It's all about managing his energy and really thinking, okay, what is going to happen on my semi-final and final day, because rightly so, that's what he should be thinking.
Yeah, working towards a bigger picture. Juan Manuel Cerúndolo is his opponent tomorrow. They played once before at Wimbledon, but that was a couple of years ago. So not the more frequently referred to Cerúndolo, but still a very dangerous opponent on his day. Felix Auger-Aliassime in action. We haven't really talked about him much.
No.
At the moment, inside the top 5 on live rankings. Let's catch up with him.
Felix, you play the piano. If Roland Garros was a piece of music, what would it sound like?
Oh, what would it be? Vivaldi, maybe. Spring.
Classic, yeah.
It's the spring, so it could be good. And it's quite intense also, Vivaldi is quite like the court. You put this with the movement on the court, it could be quite intense.
Is Roland Garros intense for you?
It is. All tennis tournaments are intense. Tennis is intense. But of course, Grand Slams, there's 4 a year, and the intensity just goes up a notch. The pressure, the excitement, preparation for the players, the focus. So everything goes up a notch, and you can feel that. You can feel, that in the atmosphere behind the scenes. You can feel the excitement from the fans as well when these tournaments come around. So this is all, great for us players.
And the drama.
The drama as well. Yeah, the ups and downs, the drama, 3 out of 5 sets. So all of this is part of the intensity of the game.
Do you enjoy the drama, or do you try to keep the matches calm as possible?
Well, I'm one of the actors, on the court, so I have to stay calm, obviously. But as a viewer and as a fan, I do enjoy the drama when I watch tennis. I love tennis growing up, and I do see when there's a side of drama, it's quite exciting to watch. But on a personal level, I try to stay as cool as possible on the court.
He's got it!
You arrive here as number 4 seed. Does that add pressure? Do you look at that number?
No, but at the same time, everybody's tough. You can lose on any given day if you don't play well. So you have to be ready, regardless if you're number 1 or number 100.
Looking at the women tomorrow, Sabalenka Goff, the 2 finalists from last year. Amanda Anisimova, we haven't touched on yet. I'd love to get your thoughts on her. Finalist, of course, on grass last year at the US Open. Her on clay, is she a factor?
She is, because of the conditions. It might change a little bit next week, but given how quick it plays, she's got a huge game, beautiful shape on the shots, which you need on clay. Maybe the movement sometimes can be questioned, because it's not easy when you're that tall to kind of stop and go.
With the sliding.
Yeah, exactly. So she might struggle with that a little bit, but she definitely has the game and the belief.
All right. Well, Danny, your passport's on the way, because we're going to have 3 winners right here on Stan Sport. All Aussies are going to get across the line tomorrow, which we love. Daniela, thank you.
Always a pleasure.
We'll see you again tomorrow. That's it for Grand Slam Daily for today. More second round action to come tomorrow.
Day 4, first second round matches. Iga Swiatek for the 8th straight year moves through to round 3.
This is her bread and butter right here.
Sensational. Svitolina 2.0.
She's got the world number 2 on the ropes. Stara Dubstova stuns the world number 2. Rybakina's Roland Garros tilt is over.
Djokovic delivers a 4-set victory to make his way into round 3.
João Fonseca, what a comeback by the 19-year-old superstar.
A masterclass from Sasha Zverev at Roland Garros this evening as he once again finds his way into the third round here in Paris.